Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to look at Ain't No Grave. Ain't No Grave is a gospel song written by Claude Ely in 1934 when he was aged 12, and on his deathbed he had tuberculosis, and he was a fighter, was old Claude, and he said, ain't no grave going to hold this body down. In fact, he was determined not to die, and he didn't, and good for him. And it was recorded by people like Sister Rosetta Thorpe and Johnny Cash. But the version that I really like is by Crooked Still. So if you don't know this song, check their version out first. It starts off with they've got some really nice chopping going on. That kind of thing. From the fiddle and the cello. Now we've got a verse and a chorus which are fairly similar, and different versions of this song may have the same chords for the verse and for the chorus. I follow the Crooked Still chords, and so the two are slightly different. We're in the key of B minor, but if you're doing this with a band where you've got a singer, then the key is probably going to vary depending on what the singer wants. So, in the key of B minor, we start off. So that's what's being sung, roughly. I think it benefits a lot from having some extra notes to emphasize these chord changes. So your B minor and your opening note, I would say do a first finger over the B and the F sharp, and this is what you might call the fiddle capo, and I did a video all about the fiddle capo recently. So here we've got an E chord, and if you're going to play the high E melody note, then I think a B below that is a good one. And then we've got a D chord and a F sharp chord, for which I would play a C sharp below the F sharp. So let's just hear that melody once round with the just unadorned, and the second time with those double stops. Now, because we have so many versions of this song, and the chords can vary, don't get too hung up on individual chords. If you find yourself playing this with people that you're not familiar with, and they're doing a different set of chords, don't turn around and say that's the wrong chords, because that's the road to nowhere. You might suggest trying different chords, but whatever they choose, then you maybe go along with them. So that was the chorus. Let's look at the verse, which actually comes after the chorus, which is why it can be confusing. So we've got some C sharp minors and some F sharp 7s. But we start off with the B minor, which we've already covered. So to emphasize the C sharp minor, you can put a C sharp below that F sharp note. And then we've got an F sharp, because we're already playing an F sharp, there's not much you can do to that. Maybe just put a C sharp below that. When it comes to soloing, you have a choice of emphasizing those chords as we tried to do just then, or you can pretty well ignore them if you're doing a blues or pentatonic scale. So let's have a look at the B minor pentatonic scale. Which is the same notes as the D major pentatonic scale. And if you're unsure about this, then I have a couple of videos on the pentatonic scale and on their use in improvisation. So 1 octave, starting on a B. Would be that. And wherever you start, there'll be notes above and below, but that's just 1 octave. So if you started down here, let's just hear a couple of times round with me just improvising on that B minor pentatonic. So you'll see that that one scale managed perfectly well with all of those chords. A better option is to add the flattened third to that pentatonic, which gives you what I call the minor blues scale. In this case, the B minor blues scale. So it's all the notes of the pentatonic scale, the minor pentatonic, plus that flattened note, which is the flattened fifth, which in this case is the F natural. So let's just hear improvisation using that scale. And I think you'll agree that is more interesting and more kind of evocative using those blues notes. But we ignored the chords all the way through there, and a third approach is to, whenever you got a B minor, do the B minor blues scale, but when you get any of the other chords, then change the scale to match that particular chord. Which will, I think, arpeggios is the best approach to those. Let me take that through the chorus and the verse, because there's more chord movement in the verse, and you'll just hear what that sounds like. So there's a lot more harmonic interest when you do that. The only thing I would say against that is in a kind of a song with a gospel or blues feel, you don't want to be too clever. You want to be raw and bluesy, and emphasizing the chords too much, I think, takes away from that. So that's a matter of choice. You can do it however you like. So you can either go with the chords, or you can go against the chords, or you can do both. And I think having both available to you is the best option. Okay, thanks for watching. If you would like a copy of the sheet music for this, then do subscribe to the channel and send me an email. And if you want to help keep these videos coming, and it's pretty well my full-time job doing this, so your support on Patreon is very much welcomed, and that there are many benefits you can get from there, including all of my PDFs in one go, and at the higher levels there's access to my backing tracks and to one-to-one lessons as well. So do please consider that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.